Hey y'all, welcome in. I'm recovering from a terrible sickness, so I apologize, and I blame this show. Anyways, I just closed. I wanted to do this sooner, but once again I got very sick. You know it's worse than taking like a week off to be sick? It's not uploading a real video to your YouTube channel for 2 months because you got really busy and you graduated. So this video is very old now, and I have to conceal my background, and I have a new camera because all will be revealed in due time. But yeah, enjoy this extremely old video, and also all the rest of the videos that I'm going to be uploading are going to be old because that's how the passage of time works. I just closed a local community theater production of Radium Girls, which was super exciting. Um, and this kind of just chronicled the closing night. I wish I had chronicled more, but I didn't. Also, future Aspen, who forgot to put a spoiler warning. This is your official spoiler warning. If you think you were gonna watch a video about me chronicling a show and thought I wasn't gonna spoil the show, you're a bit daft. Hey, getting ready for the final show. This is us before. Us before. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Guys!
It's the Radium Guys.
Freddie, look this way. Freddie, look this way.
Freddie, it's the Radium Guys. This is us. So before the show. Ooh.
Thank you.
You got yelled at. Yeah. Are you excited for the final show?
Hell yeah. Hey,
So-
how many lines are you missing throughout the show?
I know we're missing some. Very excited. Doing Radium Girls.
Hey, are you ready to beat each other's asses?
Okay, I'm kind of mad at. Anyways, now that I'm away from him and in better lighting, we gotta get the hair redone. Actually, I'm gonna do more talking at home after the show. But I'm very excited. My diction has kind of been lacking the past couple shows. Oh, Marjorie's telling me to get in the chair. Okay.
Bro, this camera makes me look like weird. Like, I feel like you can see my mustache, but
Ladies, I just like to say, I love women.
Alright.
Ignore like half my camera. I love and respect women. I work for women. I wake up. Think about how much I love women. I eat lunch. Think about how much I love women. Eat dinner. Think about how much I love women. I eat second dinner. Think about how much I love women. That's some deep
Are you
knowledge.
calling women fat? Every time you eat, you think of women. Why are you thinking of women? Why are
You
you?
go like me also fast. What are you? Last time of being a good boyfriend, in the show, not in real life. Sorry, I'm standing in the doorway, which was probably not wise. But yeah, it only gets worse from here. My diction is perfect right now, and during the recorded show, my diction was fucking awful. It's not fair. I'm pissed. I'm upset. But it's fun. It's only my students who are gonna watch it. I just finished the first scene of two. He's a dentist. He's a Newark dentist, local dentist. He's kind of a sleazebag, but I think he has good intentions. He just needs to like be his family and shit, which is why he's a bad guy. But also like, I may have accidentally skipped half the scenes, but I think my line got skipped, which threw me off. And then I skipped someone else, which was on me. But Elvis skipped my line first, I think. Or something. I could also be wrong. It could just be my bad. Anyways. Act 1 done. Realizing I wish I would have done way more content. Yesterday was supposed to be brainstorm day. And brainstorm day did not happen. Hi, Jelly.
Stop, I look like a chug.
Hey, don't say that.
What's this for?
That's not true. TikTok.
Hi, TikTok.
Anyways. Act 1 done. Intermission happening.
Follow me at,
I'll tag you.
okay.
Um,
I'm kidding, sorry.
okay. Okay. About to be lawyer. Actually, I'm about to go on a 3 stint of not doing anything during scene 1, and then I'm lawyer, and then I'm boyfriend, fiance, and then I'm lawyer again, and then I'll be back.
So stay tuned. Just finished my long ass stint. Ready to do my favorite scene. It's technically 2 scenes from now, but they're really short scenes. Here's Casey. Excited. Favorite scene, Act 2, Scene 9. Yeah. This is the guy I drive every day.
I didn't know they saw the car carrier.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm very excited. There's people playing music across the hall, and it's very loud, and it's upsetting me because this is the other very dramatic scene, which is upsetting. Anyways, I'm ready. The stint went really well. I did really good in the boardroom scene as Neff, and really good as Tom the first time, and Barry's the first time. Barry the second time, because we have a swing in today, I kind of fucked up because she scared me by tapping on my arm, but it's fine. Sometimes theater is yapping, and sometimes theater is just sitting here. It's mine. It's great. I'm gonna record Arthur. Oh, I was gonna record Arthur. Wow. Arthurception. Is it good? Do I look good? Do you? You look amazing. This is the show. Someone finally asked for my number. What's that? Arthur! It's having a little bit of a keep recording because I don't know what it is. I'm about to yell. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna yell. I don't know when to yell, so it's gonna be really anticlimactic. Arthur! Just got done with my favorite scene. Just went through a breakup low-key. It isn't our go, Chloe. Anyways, kind of low-key just went through a breakup. Not chill, not cool, but we hashtag living, we hashtag loving. But yeah, favorite scene. Act 2, Scene 9. Now I get to chill till Act 2, Scene 13. Yeah, where I'm the lawyer, so I should probably get dressed for that and not make shitty TikToks. I got a free Fiji water because I was dying, and I really like how well my diction is going. Fiji water is buns. Get Arrowhead. This is not an official endorsement or ad though. I just like it because it's the best water. I'm still kind of thirsty though, and I just finished it, and now I'm sad. Who didn't finish their muffin that I gave them? We did the courtroom scene. I did my second most heartbreaking thing, where we confirmed the breakup. Spoilers for Radium Girls. Probably should have put out last thing. Anyways, you can hear the live music so loud, and the final monologue's happening. It's very sad, and it has like a very nice closing moment. And it's about to be bad. So pretty exciting, pretty fun. Leo. Meant to film right after bows, did not happen. Very emotional, very long bows. There was a senior bow. I'm seeing what props I can steal, what's legal to take, what's not. I've already gotten 2. I might get 3. I'm getting so many. But I have at least 1, and that's fine. Anyways, now we have to clean up because for some reason it's so gross in here. We have no idea how it gets so goddamn nasty. It's awful.
Yeah, I really wanted to steal the jar with Jawbone, and it was really cool, but I couldn't make it to strike because I'm sick as hell. Not a shock to anyone though, get it?
I'm putting away my own clothes. You know why? Because I don't think women should have to clean up after men. Because I love and respect them. Not just during this month, but for every month.
What do you love?
Women! For I love them all eating breakfast. Sorry, Marjorie. Respect you. Come on. There's a door right there's a door. Anyways, love women. Respect them.
Dear
I'm gonna
girl.
break my knee again. Women!
I read about you from the Billings Gazette.
Enclose my picture.
Enclosed in my picture.
Hey gang, what's up? It's me. I got home. It is like 10:50 and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm so very tired. The theater wall? But yeah, I love the show and I'm already missing it. Really bad. Actually, I'm gonna show my mementos real fast. Other than the stuff I brought from home, I also got, where did it go? I literally, oh, here it is. So we got a better looking x-ray, for most of our performances, but this was our first one, because I'm the only one that uses this. So I stole it without asking, because it's a piece of paper and nobody cares. I steal at least one thing from every production. And then, there's a scene where me and my fiance are picking between two different wallpapers. So I got the one that we always landed on, which I don't know if I meant to ask my scene partner if that was intentional, if she handed me the same one every time on purpose. But I like it, and it's cute. It's gonna go on my wall eventually once I move, because there's literally no space on my wall, but I'm getting a bigger room. And also I can't make new holes in my wall. But yeah, I'm gonna stop. I love this show. It's so beautiful. Like, I've only done high school shows, and this was my first time doing community theater, and I didn't know how it would go, and I don't know anyone there because they all go to a different school than me, because it is still like high school students running it, but it is a community theater. And like everyone knew each other, and then here comes this bozo. I don't know any of you, because they all go to the same school, and I don't. And I only got my audition because they were in need of boys, and my friend who goes to that school, Cooper, you know him, he's on this channel all the time. He texted me and he was like, "Hey, I know you love theater, I know you act, I know you're the GOAT. My director said that I was the favorite character."
I'm Liv, I'm the director, and my favorite character is Tom.
Yeah! Sorry. Which, not like a disservice to anyone else, which I just like that. Which I also disagree with it. I think there are better characters than Tom. But I still love him, and I think he's one of my favorite characters ever. But he texted me and he was like, "Hey, these guys really need boys, because Radium Girls has a lot of boys. Like, I think, do I have..." Here is, the playbill, and by that I mean it's a piece of paper. Like, the kid I drive plays Markley, Von Shishaki, reporter, salesman, and probably a couple others that aren't on here. And then my other friend Elvis, he plays Lee, Drinker, Bailey, Flynn, Court, Judge. I don't know why his thing is Court and Cowboy. And I play Tom Barry Neff. So all the boys, the Radium boys, we're putting in extra shifts, but I didn't know that when I was auditioning, that there were so many guy parts, and I was really nervous, and I got there, and I was like, everyone was running lines, or like callback, because I auditioned online, and then I got called back in person. So far away from my house, by the way, guys. PMO, but that's how worth it is to me. Is that I drive an hour every day, one way. But like, and then I get called into a room from all these kids who don't know me, and I think it was
Kayla Clark, Elvis, uh, E- Emery, and Freddie, and and they just instantly were started running the scene with me and helping me out, and they were so nice, and like it was such like a welcoming experience. I'm realizing I should have shot this in a different format because I'm probably gonna post it as a long form, um, but it's fine. Um, but it was so welcoming, and I was so happy, and then I realized there's 4 guys auditioning, and at least 4 boy parts. Boy parts? Um, so, but I thought everyone else was an established member of A3, which is the theater company. Um, and I was so scared. And I genuinely, my number one pick for characters, because we read for Reader, who is the owner of the U.S. Radium Corporation. He's kind of the villain, but it's complicated. You need to watch it. But he's like the main villain. And there was a really, really good scene that was his audition piece, and I really wanted to do that. But my number one pick was Tom, and I got Tom. And my director told me the other day, when you first auditioned, we knew you would make an amazing Tom. And I was so happy because I did not think I was going to get Tom, and I really wanted Tom. And the scene that I auditioned with him is one of my favorite scenes I've ever done. It's a funnier scene, but it's a part where I'm kind of bickering with my fiance, and I'm she goes, "Oh, I have a surprise for you." Really? Want me to pull the shades? Um, and it's so sweet, and I really liked it, and I was so anxious, and then I got the email the next day. Hey, we would love for you to play Tom Barry Neff. And I was with Cooper at the time, actually. Maybe I wasn't. I was with someone at the time. No, I wasn't. I was alone. I was editing. That's why I thought there was someone with me. I was editing. And I got the email, and I went, oh! But my mom, and mind you, I did not think I was getting this at all. I was doing this as a favor to Cooper, and I thought there would be more boys to audition, and I was not going to get this because I have hella imposter syndrome, even though I've won awards for my acting. So I should really stop doing that. I've won awards at the state level. Anyways, but yeah. I was so happy, and I had to convince my mom, and she was like, "You're not gonna be able to get a job." Mom, I've applied to 300 jobs, and I got nothing. Sorry, I thought my mom was coming in the room, but it gave a good chance to get a better microphone and a better perspective. But she was like, "You can't get a job if you do this. You're gonna be too busy." And I'm like, "Mom, I've already applied to 200 jobs. If I get a job, it'll be a miracle." And mind you, I did get a job at the place I'm now working. And I got it, and my first shift was on my off day for Radium Girls. So it all worked out perfectly. And now I have a job, and I did the show, and I'm gonna continue working for them. And I'm so excited. Next show is Merrily We Roll Along. I watched that the other day. Second favorite musical of all time. Falsettos, Merrily We Roll Along, Next to Normal, Into the Woods. I don't know. I like shows. What can I say? But it took a lot of convincing to get her to sign up for it. And she's like, fine, as long as your grades don't slip. Of course not. And for a while, they didn't. And then I started getting home at 11 every night because I had to take more kids home. And I got really tired, and more work was happening, and I was dying, and I was depressed,
So my grades did slip just the tiniest bit, but it's the tiniest bit. And also, my teacher took forever to grade stuff, so I couldn't like get more motivation to do stuff. And this talking does not end in class, and it is 300-word essays due every day. It's awful. This class is awful. Anyways, and I'm not even getting 2 college credits for it like I was promised. But it took so much convincing, and I finally got her to agree to it, and I did it, and I worked through it, and it's such a beautiful show, and I'm so glad I could partake in it. And I'm not gonna lie, I did suffer a lot of wow, you suck, because someone complimented my castmate really hard and didn't compliment me at all. And I was really scared because I also think he's a tremendous actor, and imposter syndrome was creeping in. And I cried so hard that night, it's not funny. And I also skipped out on getting ice cream with the cast because I thought they hated me. And I still kind of think they do. So let's hope none of them watched this, because that would be really awkward. Where did I put the thing? Anyways, the rehearsal process, really intense, but it was really good. Like, it was every Tuesday, Wednesday, from 6 to 9. But like, man, it was a lot of work, and certain people didn't know their lines. You know who I'm talking about. Easy. But it was genuinely, it was such a like warm atmosphere. And I don't traditionally like when people start talking about their shows like, oh my god, we were such a family. I heard you talking shit about Tiffany backstage, okay? You're not a family with no one. You're two-faced. But like, genuinely, there's not really a person in this cast that didn't feel outside. Like, even me, they all knew each other, and I, for the most part, feel like I was very accepted very quickly and very easily, and I just had to put myself out there, and a lot of that's on me. But like, I'm watching a movie with 2 of them later, hopefully this week. So I'm also super excited for that. We're watching Merrily We Roll Along as preparation. Where did I leave the playbill? I genuinely. Hello? I need it for the next section. Oh, I threw it. But yeah, this show is beautiful. If you haven't seen Radium Girls, I implore you to find it. In fact, the college I really want to go to is doing it, and I was like, wow, that's really funny. And they posted a massive spoiler. I also posted I'm going to post a massive spoiler later. But like, when I tell you they posted a massive spoiler of Grace taking off the ring, you posted that for free before you even opened? That's crazy. Because that was like the biggest reveal for me. And that's what we're going to get into now. We're going to do the spoiler segment. I'm going to add a spoiler warning before this though, because I already spoiled the thing. So I'll do a character description first, because I did so much goddamn character work for this. It's not funny at all, because I'm so tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'll go in order of importance to me personally. Dr. Neff. Dr. Neff was white shirt, my base pants, brown pants. Put a photo if you can find of Neff. The brown pants, white shirt, white bow tie for some reason, which like you can't see that. That's not differentiating me at all. Also, who wears a white bow tie? Who isn't rich as fuck? Did a dentist wear bow tie? He's a dentist. And also glasses, which I stole from my mom. Because they were just in the car and I needed them.
and she doesn't know. Anyways, I stole that. He's a Newark local dentist. He treats most of the girls in the show, because this history fact, not even really a spoiler. Not really a spoiler alert. The girls' jaws are rotting off because they were licking the radium brushes. Maybe I should explain the premise of Radium Girls first. Radium Girls, back in the 20s, 30s, we had luminous watches, and in order to paint on the super tiny dial part of the watch, you would need delicate hands and small, very small pointed brushes. And because it was seen as easy, dainty work, it was one of the few jobs women could work at the time. So they would take the brush, point it, put it in radium paint, which radioactive, radium, eating it, putting it in their mouth to make a point of the brush so they can point on the dial. And they're making 500 dials a day each, doing that over and over. So it was not good. Their jaws literally rotted off. The other prop I want to get is this really disgusting green jar with a jawbone in it. Because it's a beautiful prop, and I really want to steal that. I'm going to strike tomorrow, which I'm not even required to go to. I'm going to strike tomorrow just so I can steal that jar, because I want it so bad. It's going right on that. But it's so cool. But like their jaws literally rotting off. Their jawbones were like decaying, and the black pus was oozing out of their gums, and they would have to spit out the black gunk. Anyways, so Radium Girls follows like the legal pursuit of just the legal pursuit, the story of specifically Grace Fryer, who is a real person. Like all this is real story, which is why it's important to like talk about it in a sensitive manner, and like have a lot of respect for your character, is because it's real people. And so the story follows Grace Fryer, who is a real person, and a real friend, Catherine Schaub and Irene Castle. And it's these three best friends, and they were all working at the watch painting factory thing. And one day, and it's like follows their story, and Irene in the third scene dies on stage, and we had like a little blood pump for it to come out of her mouth, and it was a beautiful effect. And it follows them through their life and their relationships and the legal pursuit of suing the U.S. Radium Corporation for killing these girls, and the U.S. Radium Corporation denying over and over, because back then radium was seen as this miracle, it was like, you know when they were putting cocaine in everything? Yeah, that was radium. You know how like all those pillows were bamboo or charcoal? Yeah, that was the new, like radium was seen as a cure-all. They put it in water, just cause. Speaking of, do I have any water? Because I'm thirsty. Hello? Oh my god, I do. Oh, yeah, that feels good. It's actually really warm, but still. I swear I reuse my plastic water bottles. It's just, I like the form factor and stuff. What was I talking about? And it follows their life and their death and legal pursuit, and it also follows Mr. Reader, who was the president of the U.S. Radium Corporation, real guy, and his relationship problems with his wife. Because it was seen as a cure-all, and the company kept denying, and Mr. Reader, I said he was the antagonist, and he's definitely, you could see him as that, but
I'd argue that he is also a victim, not as much as the girls, obviously, but he is also a victim of what Radium was doing, is because he didn't want to believe he was poisoning these girls who he cared about. Like the employment situation itself was not abusive. What they were doing was just unfortunately poison, and being responsible for that weighs on you, especially when you thought it was like they were going into the medical market. It was in water. It was in its own drinks and food and everything. Like, you can still find radioactive glass. Go to your local antique shop. It's everything. And yeah, so he suffers too, obviously not as much as the girls. Anyways, back to my character explanation. That was kind of no spoiler. It was kind of spoiler, whatever. So Dr. Neff, Newark dentist, I explained his outfit. He's only in 2 scenes, so I wasn't doing as much work with them, if I'm being honest. They had us do a beat book lesson, which, if you don't know what a beat book is, it's you take one beat of a scene, not a whole scene, you take one beat of a scene, which is like maybe 10 paragraphs or 10 lines, and you write a shit ton about it. And it's a lot, and it's a beautiful thing for really intense scenes, but we did it for one of Neff's scenes, and Neff does not matter that much, and I don't understand why we did it. But yeah, whatever. But like, in the first scene we see him, he's treating Grace, and he's talking, how long have you had this drainage? He's treating her because black pus is oozing out of her gums, and it's literally her jawbone decaying. And he's like, hey, if you're dying, you need to have this surgery before your wedding, because you are going to die if you don't do this. But in order for me to get because he's kind of not a great guy, but in order for me to get my money, I'll write the U.S. Radium Corporation for you, and they could just work through me, pay my bills directly. Which is an actual line. I'm just gonna say a lot of actual lines because it's still in the noggin. But like, the way I like to play it was, yes, he cared about the girls, but he also is greedy. Greed is a sin, but it affected him greatly. But I also thought of it as like, the second scene we see him, he's meeting with the U.S. Radium Corporation, and that's when he brings out the jar with the bone in it. He's like, and he's explaining to this boardroom, hey, these girls are dying, but if you pay me $10,000, which is a lot for the time, I will say it's not radium necrosis. I'll say it's pyorrhea or something else. And many of the cases will die naturally. The rest we can wait off till the statute of limitations ends. Too late to sue. So he's definitely a sleazebag, but I liked playing it like he really needed the money for one reason or another. I played it like he had a family, or that was my like personal backstory for him, was he had a family, and his dentist firm, whatever you call it, was not as successful as he needs it to be to feed his family. So he's going to extreme measures. He doesn't want to. He needs to. But he is still a dick for doing it. And his voice was kind of... It's like, this is my normal voice right here. Maybe a bit lower because it's late and I'm tired. But I put a little bit of a drawl on it, but like, he's also kind of a really nervous person because, once again, he doesn't like what he's doing, but he needs to. So like, it goes like, how long have you had this drainage? Or Ladies and gentlemen, or not ladies and gentlemen, it's just gentlemen because time. Gentlemen, I've tutored a number of the girls who claim they got sick here. One of the girls' jaw rotted so bad I removed it just by lifting it out of her mouth. As you can see, and it's the jar. That was his voice, that was his persona. Then the next was Dr. Barry. You don't see him until Act 2, but in Act 1, there's a voiceover scene where you're seeing into the future in the courtroom where you hear my voice as Barry, and he's like asking Grace questions as if she was on the witness stand. But we had a cool little effect with that, yada yada. But yeah, he is by far the most morally just person I play. I played. Rest in peace. I'm sad. But like, he is a lawyer. Which, guys, stay with me. Stay with me. I know. I swear he's still morally right. He's a defense lawyer, and wait, no, he's the prosecutor. He's a prosecutor, and he's doing the case on no money. He's not taking money unless they win, in which case he will take some money. But he's doing it purely out of care for the girls. And that's like, and he was my brown pants, white shirt, blue tie, and a gray jacket, which I don't think looks good with the brown and the gray, but who cares? He sits down most of the time anyways. What is Elvis mentioning in his story? That's scary. Also, guys, please don't peep the hairline. Anyways. But like, he cares very much about these girls. He's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. He works so hard for these girls. He goes up to bat at every turn. As soon as he learns about their situation, he is there. He supports her. And it's kind of the antithesis of Catherine Wiley, who, wait, no, her first name's not Catherine, Miss Wiley, who is a leader at the U.S. Women's Consumers League, which she still cares about the girls, but lesser so. Her first goal is to get publicity for the U.S. Consumers League and get press statements and look really good, as opposed to Barry, who calls her out in his first scene. He goes, "You're not helping by antagonizing the company." And she, like, let me do the scene. Tell me again the purposes of these articles, Miss Wiley. Public sympathy is our strongest weapon. And what about the girls? How does it help them to read a dozen different newspapers how little time they have left? Like, he calls her out and he goes, "Hey, you may say you care about the girls. I care about the girls. You care about your league. Be real." And she does still care about the girls. She just cares more about the publicity. And fun fact about that was actually at first, yeah, he's very morally just. And it's basically because I was running out of voices that I could reliably do that don't sound goofy. It's basically my voice, but I dropped it down just a little bit. And then I also added, like, as we kept on running it, I eventually added to it kind of a Wiley spin, because the person who played Wiley did it a lot like this. So slowly, as I was running it with her, I got a little bit of her mannerisms in there, which I think played well to their dichotomy of they are both morally just people, but he is straight to the business still, and she is publicity wise. Dude, maybe this is vodka. No, I got to the theater at like 10:40, and I left my house at 9:50, and I got home at 11. Yeah, we did a mini strike. Sorry, I keep thinking my mom's coming. But yeah. But it was basically just my voice because it was easier. And also he's an educated dude, so he doesn't have the kind of dialect that Neff and... Like, Neff is educated, but he's just a neighborhood dentist, so he still has a little bit of that, like, non-refined English, if that makes sense. So's, like, the non-professional words. And then Wiley, fun fact about her, she used Blade by my goat Alex, who I think was another person who I was reading with backstage for auditions. I don't think I actually did a scene with her for callbacks, but she was helping me. And she was very good, but she got the flu, and so she couldn't come in for closing night. So our Chloe, who played Madame Curie and clerk woman, stepped in. Thank God. And she did phenomenal. Alex, I don't know if you're gonna watch this. Probably not, because I don't think I ever told you about this. But like, phenomenal, and I loved your Wiley. But also, Chloe, you had a very different take on Wiley, and I also loved it for completely different reasons. And there was a part where Barry learns some very bad news, and he's pissed, and he's pacing around the room, and he's yelling, and this whole time you've seen him very composed, very straight-laced, and he goes off the wall. And Chloe tonight, like, she put her hand on my shoulder, and it took me out. Not of the scene, but like, it helped my character calm down. And I was like, whoa, that was a really good choice. And then it made me forget my line, and I accidentally skipped one. But shout out, Chloe also, within 24 hours, learned all of the lines on top of her already characters, and all the blocking and it was amazing. I could never. And she did still have book on stage, and we disguised it, but like, phenomenal. But yeah, it's very impressive. And then last and definitely not least was my goat, Tom. Tom, he is a newsboy, not a newsboy, postman, mailman, whatever. He's a mailman. He's been working for 8 years as a mailman. Keep on playing it. I plan on keep on delivering mail another 20, 30 years if I'm lucky. Nothing like steady working an Aspen, I'll be sleeping at night. My goat Freddie, said something fucking hilarious today, which is, a monkey's business is a horse's play, but to Tom, it's all just foolery. And I was laughing so fucking hard. I don't know if I was sleep deprived, but like, genuinely, that was the funniest thing I've heard all day, Freddie. And I don't know if he said it to me because Tom, but it also encapsulates the character perfectly, because Tom, he just up to shit. He's just like, he's joking the whole time. His girlfriend's best friend died, and he's just going, from dirt. You get infections from dirt. But yeah, he's Grace's fiance, not boyfriend. I keep accidentally calling him the boyfriend, but he's not. He's the fiance. And he and Grace have been engaged. Grace, who's the main character,
Grace says they've been engaged for a very long time now. And the dad still won't let me marry her. And I am upset about that. And like he even jokes like, Grace, let's just get married. You're plenty old enough. We'll tell your mom we'll just run off. Inappropriate age gap though, so don't pay attention to that. But yeah, like, very silly guy. Definitely not bright. So his voice was like, Neff was my voice with the drawl, maybe a little down or a little up depending. But Tom, he was up with the drawl, which made diction a bitch. Cause I'm talking like this all the time, and I'm talking fast. Like, there's scenes, Grace, for Christ's sake, you got one lawyer working for nothing up against 6 others who are getting a bundle. You think you got a chance? Try saying that 5 times fast. While being sleep deprived in front of 100 people. That's awful. It's awful. And it's not my only line. Like, one that consistently fucked me up was, Grace, what does your father owe on the house again? And that last hospital bill must have been a couple hundred at least. I kept mixing up the vowels. And it's just, and I did that voice myself. The director didn't tell me to. She just liked it, and I fucked myself over. So I should have picked a better, or an easier voice, not a better voice. I think the voice was perfect for Tom. But yeah, I love Tom. He's not the word, and he's also kinda a dick to Grace's other best friend who doesn't die as soon. Spoilers! But he's like, the dirt line was to Catherine, who's the other best friend, after both of their friend died, which is not cool. And I wanted to play it in a way where the audience started realizing that Tom, while, like, the main thing I wanted to put into Tom was that he's in love with Grace. That is, like, the thing that is going through his head all the time. But him and Catherine, beef. No vegetarians allowed, because they beef. So he's got meanness in him, and he's got a little self-serving to him, but also a lot of that comes from really wanting to get married to her. Like, reporters come in and ask, hey, we want the exclusive rights to take your photo for our journal, and we'll pay you for it. And Grace does not want to do that because it's kind of shitty and it's not cool to, like, make a profit off of this. But I'm over there standing like, it doesn't sound so bad because I want money for her wedding and her dad's in debt, and Tom just wants to get married. It's all he wants in this entire world. But he's so funny. I think I got the most laughs by far of everyone, which is hard because Elvis got one of my favorite lines ever in any show, which is, Radithor, it's perpetual sunshine. And he was also a lovesick cowboy who comes in for a scene and goes, dear girl, I read about your woes in the Gazette. Attached is my picture. I could give you a good laugh for the rest of your life, which is very short. And that was hilarious. But I had a good bit where I'm talking with Grace's mom, and I'm like, we got money enough to get married on. And then I take like way too big of a bite of the muffin because it's funny. Grace comes in. You still eating? Still mouthful. It's good. You're gonna get fat. and I made the loudest offended noise, and that got a laugh every night, and I was so proud of that, because that's not in the script. That was just me. But then I had to panic and eat muffin, because I don't like muffins. So I have to, like, fight my brain to... Yeah, I love Tom with all my soul, and I'm so sad that I have to put him down. Like, Barry, very morally just. He's a very good character to play. Neff is a very good character to play. But Tom, like, for warm-ups, we did this part where we would take a step forward and envision taking, sorry, it's very theater kid shit, of like, we take a physical step forward and imagine taking one of our characters' hands, especially because real person. And like almost every night I envision Tom, because Tom's just my goat. And I love him. I miss him. And Acts 1, Scene 4, I really love for Tom because he's funny. Act 1, Scene 7, where he starts beefing with Catherine, is good because I get to yell, and I wanted yell practice. That's the main reason I did Radium Girls, was because I've never done like a drama before, so I wanted more practice because I'm good at comedic acting, but I need more practice on the drama, which is why I'm glad I got to play Tom and Barry, because Tom I was already good at, and then Barry's more drama. But Tom has an amazing scene, and I bet my friends this, that if I don't make you cry, I will pay for your ticket. And I don't owe them a cent, because Act 2, Scene 9. Act 2, Scene 9 is when I come storming into the house of Grace. I go, oh, we should have taken more money. We should have taken the reporter's money. We should have taken the company's money. Grace, for Christ's sake, you got one lawyer working for nothing up against 6 others who are getting a bundle. You think you got a chance? And then the scene develops, and the scene develops, and the scene develops. And eventually we do 2 callbacks, which to Act 1, Scene 4. Which is, I take her hand when she sits down after a spat, and I go, Grace, there's a house up in my brother's neighborhood. It's not much. It's 2 rooms up, 2 rooms down. I mean, you already like it. It's already got flowered wallpaper. Best of all, it's only 3 blocks from the school. The wallpaper isn't the callback yet. And then she goes, a school? What do we need with a school? Plan ahead for once. Which is what she said to me when I was talking to her about, Grace, most girls, they get married before they decorate the nursery. So that's an evil-ass callback. And then the second callback is when I go, I want to come home at night to my wife, and I spin her around like that other time in Scene 4 where I go, not as much as I'd like to have a wife who don't work anywhere. Oh, our directors, Hannah and Liv, you guys did so good. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. And I go, Grace, I promise to do whatever it takes to make it as easy on you as I can. And she takes my hand, and I smile. And then she lets my hand go, and I'm confused, and she takes off the engagement ring, and I take a step back, and I start crying. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Especially with the callbacks to when we were in love. Not that we weren't in love, but there's a lot of emotions. And then in Scene 14 or 15 at the very end, we she's talking to Catherine. She says, Catherine, this won't do. We can't see your name. And she moves the leaves off of the gravestone because Catherine is now dead. And that hurts. And then you see Tom come up and you think, wow, maybe they reconciled. Maybe they're gonna get back together. Maybe it's all going to be okay. And then I ask, I start off very timid. It's quiet up here. Well, if you want to rest in peace, this is the place to do it, huh? And then I notice her watercolors. She says she's learning how to drive. Grace, if you want to learn how to drive, I teach you. Trying to make a joke out of the situation again. She goes, you got better things to do now, Tommy. You heard about that? Grace just isn't... Orange just isn't that big, Tommy. I wanted to tell you myself, Grace. It's why I come up here. It's fine. I'm happy for you. For both of you. Bro! Why did Tom get remarried? And the way I played it, because I didn't look this up, because Tom is not a real person, funnily enough, is like, Grace did not have a partner. They just added me in for some reason. Anyways, and he got married to someone else, and there's two major aspects to the way I played it, which is, one, he finally got his wish to get married. That's been his driving factor this whole time. If you have a question about Tom's character, it's probably he wants to get married. The other aspect is, it's not Grace. And Grace is what he really wanted. Yes, this is what he thought he wanted. Grace is what he really wanted. And he leaves crying, saying, I hope it works out for you. I'm glad it worked out for you. And I think he does not like his new wife as nearly as much. And then almost immediately after, Grace dies. So there's no chance at reconciliation. And it's heartbreaking, and it's so good. Slime tutorial if anyone wants to DM me. No, I'm joking. I am joking. Yeah, we've recorded like my worst show ever, and it pisses me off. But it's fine. Hashtag we live, we laugh, we love. Anyways, I love Radium Girls. I wish I would have done this with Some Things Afoot too, which is the musical I was doing. In fact, my high school theater director, not affiliated with Radium Girls at all, came to see it today with his son, and I love his son. And he literally said, how did you do this much work with Some Things Afoot? This much good work. And when I tell you, I've never been that elated. Oh my God. Do you know what praise as an actor does to me? It makes me weep. Imposter syndrome? Me. Population? Me. So that was sick. And also, I love getting hard work validated because, oh my God, it was a lot of work because I'd end school / school rehearsal 4, and I'd have to be at the theater at 5. It takes an hour. I didn't get to go home. So I'm glad to get that validated. Anyways, I wish I did this with Some Things Afoot because I also love Colonel Gilweather this much. Maybe I will do it. Just not tonight because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Anyways, to wrap up this, I want to take a look at the cast and the crew, and I'm going to say my favorite thing about them. Because if I don't look, I'm bound to forget someone, and I don't want to,
because I love all of you. Except for you. No, I'm joking. First off, main director, Hannah. Hannah, you are so bubbly, and you brought like so much out of me, and you're like, my friend was joking about this, that like, wow, just like looking at them, they seem way better than the high school theater director, which was really funny. But you're so bubbly, and I'd ask you questions and you give me answers, and they were like really fleshed out answers, and I felt comfortable asking you these questions, and like the deeper questions that weren't just, oh, should I do this? But it's like, in the back of his mind, is he worried? Because like later I get nicer to Catherine, and I asked her about this. Later I get nicer to Catherine because I realize what's happening to her is about to happen to my fiance, and I'm scared shitless. But yeah, Hannah, you worked so hard. I'm so grateful for you. I'm glad you wanted me at A3. I'm glad you thought I would make a good Tom. I love that note you gave me. It's also going on the wall as soon as I get room. Thank you. What to say? I'm so happy, and I'm so ready to do Merrily, which is Riley, but I'm sure you'll be involved somehow. Yeah, thank you. Genuine, like, I don't know what to say. It was such good direction. Liv, you're like so cool, but also like relatable. Like, you'd always, like, you went backstage to do, I think, monkey warm-up, which was interesting. I've never experienced that before, but like, you just have so much raw passion, I guess. Like, I don't know, you seem really fun to be around, and so funny and nice and hardworking. Doing technical director and actual directing, girl, that spectacular. And like, it wasn't a half-assed either way, because our tech was amazing, and the blocking was amazing. Like, I remember you and Hannah both have very different styles, but they're both so easy to follow and thorough and easy to understand. And you give these really in-depth notes that I appreciate so much. It's not like surface, don't smile here, don't smile there, but it's like, be thinking about this, and it's beautiful, and thank you. I'm gonna keep doing crew. Production team, rather. Riley, I've only seen you like 4 times, but you walked me to my car that one time, maybe twice. I'm really excited to audition for Merrily We Roll Along. You're also really funny, and also, like, I don't know how to explain this, but like, you're really easy to joke with, and I like that. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen you as much because you're not like forced to be here, so fair enough. I wouldn't either, but like, also you laugh at all my on stage jokes, and with some of these crowds, that's really nice. There was the kid that I drive, his mom was on her phone during one of my favorite scenes, and I went, you've got to be kidding. Yeah, thank you for also social media. You did start the countdown on social media when I was in my pajamas because I felt like garbage. So that was super not cool of you. And then you like barely posted me in the other ones, and I'm like, no, now everyone thinks I'm a bum. That is a joke. Sean, you got mosquito repellent spray. My director was, or my high school theater director was like shocked that I was working with you, and I didn't know we were working with you. So I've heard you're cool, and that's all I can say. Also, you helped Chloe and Casey with their dialects, and that was sick. Wish you could have helped me with my diction. Not cool, bro. Crew, Margot, our stage manager. Oh my god. Margot, and we said this, you did your senior bow today. We said this during your senior bow, but like, you were so kind and gentle with like places, and like, you were so diligent about notes. And I remember I was playing Nadoku during one of our rehearsals, and you asked what I was up to, and it was when I was like not talking to anyone because I didn't know anyone and I was scared, and you asked, and you're the goat. Also, wait, hold up, this is gonna be a crazy callback. Oh, why is this in a knot? Wait, hold up, Margot, stick with me. Margot, I'll put this in 2 times speed. There we are. Bro, we did the Tech Olympics together, and I still have our Team Rugged headband, and that was like such a like, that helped me feel like I fit in so much. Like, you, Bunny, Kayla, was that our team? Team Rugged? Anyways, shout out. Definitely not a fair team at all though, because we sweat. Like, that's not a fair team at all. I won 2nd place at Tech Olympics on the regional level. They should not have put us on a team together. That was not fair. But shout out, Team Rugged. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget our rap. Kayla was so good at rapping for no reason. Aubrey, I swear I'm not gonna keep calling you Emery accidentally. You're literally the same person though in my head. So I apologize. But you're not Emery. You're Aubrey. Shout out. You're scary, and we didn't really talk a lot. But I think that's just because you're in the booth and blonde. For both scary and why we didn't talk. You'll figure out which one's which. I'm gonna skip that. Bro, all these are repeats. Why were people working so hard? Ella, you, when I was ranting about a certain someone, you were there, and we really bonded over that, I think. You're cool, you're chill. You're also goats in the eyes of Bunny and Marjorie, so shout out. You're also in the booth a lot, so we didn't really talk about shout out. Scooping that. Who? Oh. This is a different name. Okay, cool. Bunny, no, my streak with Cooper ended. I thought I sent him something. What the fuck? Anyways, sorry. Bunny, you are like so funny, and I hope your huzz works out, especially because free Starbucks. Also, love women. That'll make sense if you watch the shorts. Yeah. Also, like, so easy to go back there and just like, hey, I'm tired. Let's chill. Yeah. Also, Team Rugged. Shout out, represent. Tommy had a so, by the way. So shout out you. Marjorie, you did this hair every day. You kept trying to put it into a side part. I was not letting that happen. Never again. I will not be 6th grade me ever again. No, but like, shout out. Also, so funny, so hardworking. Lola, I don't know you. I apologize. But thanks for the props. Okay, now cast. Right, because I didn't. Yeah, cast. Haven. I am. Yeah. What to say? This makes it sound like I hate you. I don't. I just don't know how to talk to you because I think you're really cool and like funny, and I see you talk to others, and then I don't know how to talk to you, and I think it's extra awkward because I'm Tom, and that doesn't help. But I think you're really cool, and I hope to keep working during Merrily We Roll Along because I think you're really cool and really talented, and I just so bad at talking. Especially you for some reason. No, just kidding. Freddie the GOAT. Freddie, cast party. Freddie, I sent that one reel to you, and you were like, man, that was funny. Freddie told me the fucking tomfoolery. You're just such the GOAT, and like, you brought such great sensitivity to Reader, and I always forget that there's an O in Reader. But like, it was all your scenes masterful. I don't understand why you're a tech major, because oh my god, you're so talented. And also, you're on the cover. You can barely see you, but you're on the cover because you're the GOAT. Yeah. Also, obviously, Haven, same thing. Of loved all our scenes together. You were so funny and so talented, and the emotion you brought to Act 2, Scene 10, and Act 2, 15, and actually all of them. It's just all, look at me. Also talented all around. Once again, I'm so sorry. I have no idea how to talk. You're so intimidating. Bailey got me not the role, the audition. I don't know if I said that. I woke up, checked my phone, got a text from Cooper, and it's just a screenshot of the text from you, Bailey. And it's like, hey, do you know any guys? We need guys. And I rolled out of bed, combed my hair, and then still in my pajamas, recorded that audition with a monologue that I just had up my ass. And it worked out, I guess. And apparently that was good enough for them to instantly know I was Tom. Also, the monologue I used for my audition is about a gay man. I don't know why I did that. It's from the Lisbon Traviata. I'm tired, Steven. I'm tired of saying sorry all the time. I don't know why I did that to myself, but it was the best drama thing I knew, because I didn't know my Hamlet speech yet. So, but yeah, Bailey, your twins Elvis, so funny. Also, someone I find intimidating, so I talk to a little less. But also, you were the one who convinced me to join A3, because you actually explained it in like a really nice manner of like, oh yeah, you just call out if you're not feeling it. And I'm like, wow, damn. So yeah, it's thanks to you that I'm actually joining A3, as well as literally everyone. Like, I could do theater anywhere, and I want to do it at A3 because all of you are so talented and so funny, and there's zero chance I'm getting Merrily We Roll Along, or specifically the character I want. There's zero chance, because oh my god, so talented. But yeah, Bailey, so funny. Jillian, Jilly Billy. Only Jilly will get that. I always would connect with you during Circle. I think you bypassed the 1 hug a year rule, which was super not cool. Also, all you guys pulling me into the group hug, all y'all wasted it. Mary Lee, you're getting nothing. Nothing. If I get into Mary Lee, I have no idea. I did karaoke in front of the director for Mary Lee, and I was so scared because I wanted to prove myself, and I think I fucked up. Anyways, Jilly Billy, you're so fun, and you're so fun at the cast party, and you're so talented, and I need you to audition for Mary Lee, because I think you're way too hard on yourself, and you are very good. So lock in. Yeah. Also, you're just like a bundle of energy in like the bestest way. Like during Circle, we do this part where it's like, everyone has a different energy, and your energy is always like, it's always like a bright pink. I really like it. I don't know why I imagine everyone's energy is like a color. Elvis, do you have a girlfriend? every night, because one of the show nights I discovered he had a girlfriend. Every night during the scene, I go, "You have a girlfriend?" Because I thought he was a queer, which he is, but just not all the way. Anyways, Elvis, oh my God, you're also you and Freddie specifically have made me feel like so welcome, and you've helped me like so much. And I can just pull you into any scene transition and you'll do it, especially when I have to grab your ass and say, "Get the couch," because you forgot to do it 2 times for no goddamn reason. I don't actually grab his ass. Anyways, but like, yeah. Also, oh my God, I said this earlier, your funny characters are so funny and your dramatic characters are so dramatic. Arthur! Oh, like I know we laughed, but that's just because we know you, and it was genuinely really impactful, and that was so good. Aspen. I actually fucking hate this guy, and that's not a bit. I hate myself. Anyways. Casey, my writer, the one who doesn't look over his lines. Don't get mad at me, but I haven't been looking at my lines. Yeah, it shows. No. In all serious, Casey, you pulled through. You were line like 6, 7, because we were supposed to be line perfect. He was line 6, 7. But yeah. Also, you're who, I don't remember who said this. I think it was Hannah. Your what? Oh, your optimism is never to be trampled upon or whatever, because we will do the worst scene of all time and you'll go, "That's really good. You want to hear something really fucking funny?" You curse so much. Why do you curse so much? Even when you're wrong and it's not funny, and we did not do good. Kayla, my Kirk. You're gonna love that. What's the other inside joke that we had? I don't remember. We're gonna watch Merrily. I'll remember it. Let me marry your daughter, pretty please. No. Kayla, also helping out with so many scene transitions. So funny. Like, scene 4, oh, well, I guess you'll be spending more money on clothes then. It's so amazing. And I love our little interaction before that of, "We have money." I wish we had more scenes together because they're so good. Especially when you say that I will never have kids. Those are my two favorite moments, is when I get called fat and when I say that, or when they say my life will go nowhere. I guess I don't get called fat by you, Kayla, but still, it's your daughter. But no, Kayla. I'm slowly losing it. If I don't say as much about you, it doesn't mean I hate you. It means I've been recording for an hour after a 12-hour long show. Oh, also the Muppets, and you know the Muppets, and we're singing all the Muppets. If I leave before I get to sing Man and Muppet with you, nah. Emery, reading. Introduced me to what reading was, because everyone at LVA and A3 all say reading. So I was very confused when that was just happening. Emery, you're just a chill guy. Also so talented, also so funny, also so trying to hide the bow during the boardroom scene. Do you even have lines during that? Maybe like 3? I don't remember you talking during that, at least not while I'm there. That's really funny. But yeah, shout out. Reading? That's like the only joke I have with you, I'm sorry. Alex, oh, rest in peace. Alex, you were so fun to run lines with, and you helped me so much, and you helped me during audition, and yeah, you did so good. And I also totally stole, like, your voice for Wiley. I don't know if you were purposely putting on a voice for Wiley, but it felt like you were, because I low-key stole it for Barry. But yeah, I loved when you, like, took the audience reaction and energy and put it back on me, and you were yelling at me. Like, that was really good. Like, you played a much more angry Wiley than Chloe, and that is because Chloe is a saint who couldn't earn a fly. Speaking of Chloe, she's next. Oh, you also played, yeah, that's right. Shout out Chloe. I could not learn all those lines that you learned in such a short amount of time, and also, like, you knew them. When we were running it, you knew those lines. You did not have to look at your script a single time. You did. But I know in my heart of hearts, you did not have to. Because you, oh my, genuinely, how the hell? I have no idea how you did all that. It's so impressive. Also, Jilly, I forgot to say, we're having a retrial. Edit, boom. And I also made you follow me. Jasper, Act 1, Scene 2. I had no idea what you said every time because we're doing a crowd scene and we're supposed to look lively. And like the only thing I get every time is, did you get some new glasses? And I'm not even sure if that's what you said. But yeah. I also picked you and Chloe up from the not the Container Store, the Container Park that one time. That was really funny. Left Casey in the car running like a dog. And finally, Delaney, my other ride pickup. Your mom has sent me so much money is not funny. And that rhymed. But like, you're so funny, and you're so fun to sing duets with in the car, except you have terrible opinions about musicals. Girl, she doesn't like Next to Normal. She doesn't like falsettos. She doesn't like Into the Woods. She's never listened to Sweeney Todd. What's your favorite musical? Heathers. get out. But when we sing Heathers, it's fun. Anyways, I just love this show so much. I think I'm gonna do the same thing with Something's Afoot tomorrow. And also, I will be posting more regularly now. I just kind of been busy with the aforementioned stuff I literally just talked about. But yeah, I'm really gonna miss this show. And it's genuinely just, you rats have made me join A3. And that was super duper not cool of you, because now I'm attached and now I'm gonna have to leave. So basically I'm just delaying my leaving by a couple months. And Cade, you're also auditioning for Merrily, and your grandma doesn't get a choice. You're auditioning and you're getting in and you're gonna do great. And you're also, I'm also gonna talk to you about this later, but you're watching Merrily with me, Freddie, and Kayla, because you're gonna meet them early. Anyways, it's been fun. My back hurts, my feet hurt, my hair is still slicked back. Probably should have washed it before filming this video, because I hate having my hair slicked back. And I'm gonna have to do a pretty similar thing for Outsiders, I'm pretty sure, which is my next show. But auditions for Merrily We Roll Longer coming up soon. And there's so many performing arts kids auditioning, and I feel like I'm not getting in at all, let alone as the character I want to. That's another thing I love about you, Freddie, is you're so chill and slow down to earth. Like, we both want the same character, but we're also cool with not getting it, and also the other one having it. I hope I am with you. But like, you're so cool. You're the GOAT. Yeah. What was the inside joke with Kayla? I have no idea. I'm sorry, Kayla. It probably wasn't just Kirk. Also, I don't know why I started at that angle. I really wish I took more photos with y'all, which is the other reason I'm joining A3. It's because I wish I documented more. So I'm overcompensating with this far too long of a video. Maybe that was the inside joke with Kayla. Also, that was like a really sweet end to this video, and very sanctimonious. And you'd go, oh, I'm so sad for that Aspen will never get to see any of these people again. So then they waived my fee to the classes. Like, I haven't paid a single cent, and I joined the musical that they're doing, and I love Merrily We Roll Along, and it's my second favorite show of all time. And it was before I even auditioned, and I'm playing Charlie, who's one of my favorite characters of all time. And yeah, so that's the other reason things have been taking so long, is because I have 2 jobs, and then I'm in this musical, and then I have another show where I'm the director and the producer and an understudy and an actor, and